This is a really good word. It's really powerful for what you're trying to say. Maybe restate this because, maybe say, it's categorized the same as Mockinson, as in it's also an attention-seeking disorder, because it just seems not repetitive, but a little bit right to the facts, maybe dress it up a little bit. You can just say the difference between them, or the difference between the two syndromes, because it's not necessary, we already know what the diseases are. Her extreme jealousy of what? Her extreme jealousy of kids with real diseases, or just make that a little bit more clear. Is this being in the sentence, is that supposed to be part of the sentence before? Because, hold on. Yeah, it's sort of a fragment, being blinded to the difference between right and wrong, thus convincing her she was doing no wrong by killing the children. Maybe you could rephrase the beginning a little bit, being blinded to the difference between right and wrong would then convince her she was doing no wrong by killing the children, or just say, she was being blinded to the difference between blah, blah, blah. This is really good. It explains a lot. This is a really good way to say it. It's really clear, and it really gets the point across that she's crazy. So if this is true that she didn't become an adult until she was an adult when she developed that, then you should make that clear in the first paragraph as well, because in the first paragraph it seems like she developed them at the same time, she had them both forever. And what do you mean by caregiver? Because it's kind of a broad term. Do you have a town or a city or a state or anything for that? Because I have no idea where she is, but whatever. That's disgusting. Ew. Maybe right here, it's a little bit it's not a necessary sentence unless, you could make up, even if it's not true, you could say, despite the evidence, the hospital still hired her because she appeared to be a healthy, functioning person, just to make that, a little more effective, that she could successfully, be in the real world and not appear like a crazy person. That's comma. That's so crazy. It's really smart. You gave a little bit of description of the history of Mockinson syndrome, but you say throughout the investigation, whatever was taken into consideration, you could lead up with a little background of how Mockinson syndrome was discovered, how they can tell the symptoms and stuff like that. You didn't directly say it, but I think that it's really clear with the way the paragraphs segue that she was jealous of the kids, and I think that was done really well. Comma, through her own injuries, however. Another comma. Oh, I think it applies here too, but, besides the comma. When you're talking about a person in history, you should always use the last name, but, yeah. You could take this sentence here, jealousy is an emotion of negative thoughts usually due to insecurities, and instead of repeating the word jealousy in a new sentence, you could take it here after you say jealousy the first time and do a sentence break, say, it was this jealousy, the emotion of negative thoughts, usually due to insecurities, comma, that caused her to kill the children. It could make the flow a little bit better and less repetitive. This part is a little unclear. It was the combination of the jealousy, her mental illness, and the lack of supervision. I'm guessing it was a combination of the jealousy, comma, her mental illness, comma, and the lack of supervision. So, yeah, just remember punctuation because it can change the meaning of. That's a good word. Enabling. This isn't really needed. Like, you could just say parents were trusting of a lit to care or to take after their child, or they were trusting of a lit that they would, I don't know, but it's just not really necessary. It's kind of a given. Yeah, I still don't quite know what you mean by caregiver, like she let herself get emotionally attached to the child, or like is caregiver like a position, like a job? This is a really, really good analysis because you took other examples and tied them into Beverly Elliott's case, and it's just a really good way to wrap things up and make them all connect. In what time period was this, as well as place? Definitely got the point on this. There's some parts get. Here, I said like a while back that like to make up the part where she appeared to be a normal person, but you say it here. So if you take what you said here and put it before where it's confusing, it'll clear things. This is also a bit unclear. Maybe like say there is no justification for a single one of Beverly Elliott's actions, like comma or a hyphen or some kind of punctuation to clear up that it's two different thoughts. Like there's no justification for a single one of Beverly Elliott's actions, just answers to why she may have acted the way she did. But wait, is that the end? Yeah. Overall, this is really good. Everything's really clear. They get a little bit confusing with the wording, but it's if you just take a little bit of time to clean up some of the sentences and add the right punctuation, it's really good. You clearly did a lot of research to find out everything about her. There's a lot to know about her, and yeah, it was really, really good.